Hello, welcome to my channel. Well, this is Darcy's Mixed Media, and this is Darcy. This is part 2 of the process video of the birds on a wire that I did for hashtag Makers Creative Collab. If you want to see how I made the base, I will try to remember to link that video underneath in the description box. So here I'm just going through my gel plate prints and cutting them down to the basic size that I want them to be. I just kind of guesstimated how big the largest bird would be and just kind of going through and getting pieces from all the gel plate prints that'll hopefully be interesting and fun to use, which they were. Since this is future me, talking about past me. So, and I do have quite a few gel plate prints to choose from. I've amassed a collection, you could say. And I even got to use one that was from Patricia at PM Artist Studio. Actually, a couple. So that was good. So this was just, first part of the process. Now I'm kind of matching up my colors. Figuring out what bodies I want with bellies. I know it doesn't look like bodies and bellies yet, but it will. So just kind of mixing and matching and, figuring out what looks good next to what, which, that changes by the end. So, yeah. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you were able to catch all the people in the hop. If not, check out hashtag Makers Creative Collab, and you can check out everybody else's creations that they made. Our theme for June was collect and create, which is why I'm talking about collecting or amassing these gel plate prints or mono prints. It's sometimes it's really hard to figure out what you want to do for a collab like this, because there's just so many ideas. So it kind of half the battle is narrowing it down to one idea. So now I'm trying to think figuring out what I want to do. So this one I actually drew out, but the rest of them I just kind of freehand it. I'm a person that could freehand things. If you're not good at freehanding things, you can, kind of make yourself a template and use that, which is just fine. Not everybody is able to freehand cut stuff. Some people are. I think it's a gift. So using up some of my original gel plate prints, but some of these prints are actually I've scanned and are in my Etsy shop, Eclectic Junk Journals. Not all of them, but some of them. Like that, the third one from the left, the bird part of it is in one of the digitals, I think. This one's actually inked up. And I'm not concerned about, having the birds be perfect. I kind of like the wonkiness of them and just kind of, doing this intuitively and just having fun with it, really. Oh yeah, that background there was a PM Artist Studio. Patricia did that one, the gold and orange one. So, and that ends up being the one that is upside down. Nothing on you, Patricia. I don't know, maybe Patricia is the one that hangs upside down. And then I remembered that I needed a piece of all these prints for the tails, and so now I have to go dig through everything to find all my colors to match my tails up. And my tails are all different. I'm just, just do whatever happens when I do them. And then I've got the stamps I use the most. I reorganized my stamps recently, and I have this clear drawer thing that I got at the thrift store. So the top drawer has like my script stamps, and the middle drawer has like those ones on the right there are the mixed media ones I like to use a lot. And the bottom drawer, my Tim Holtz ones like that fit in there, so it's perfect. Those are the ones I use a lot, and so I don't have to like put them away all the time. It's much easier to just slip them into these drawers than to have to like put them in the basket, in the, you know, find the basket, find the envelope or folder they go into and put them away. And truth be told, I never put them away. So I'm hoping that this system works. So when I did, I like what I do with the birds. It's already hanging up in my living room. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it in my craft room or my living room. But I right now it's in my living room, so we'll see. And I do try to use, you know, if you want to give birds or any animal or, you know, eyes, you want a little white reflective point, or they look dead. They look dead inside. So I was trying to use the white out, but that was not working. So, you know, at the end I go back through and use my Signo white gel pen, which works much better. Doing a little doodling around the outside of the, just, you know, following you know, just a little, following the lines of the bird for that one. Some of the other ones I do some other kind of doodling. So yeah, I'm definitely a messy crafter. Just everything all around me, but I am like hyper focused on that one piece in front of me that I'm creating. Oh yeah, this tail just, you know, I didn't have as much to work with that had actual paint on it, so I just made the little skinny feathers. And I like that all their tails are different. And then, well, one of them, my 26-year-old actually told me there was one tail that was his favorite. So when we get to that one, I'll tell you which one it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm having to re-record this because, I don't know, I must have touched my microphone cord or something. So there's this really horrendous buzzing in the original one. So I'm trying to re-record, but you guys probably can hear my husband. He's like in the other room, and or outside or something, and he's like talking really loud. And I'm like, and I can hear it over the buzzing in my ear because I'm listening to the other video with my headphones, so I can try to remember all the points that I made in the first video. That, you know, I mean, it's still linked in the base video. It's just unlisted, but it's horrible to listen to. Right when you get to around 5.5 minutes. Oh. So I'm doing some doodling on the bird. I was thinking these might be fun to make into like, not these particular birds, but kind of like maybe create some that I could do a digital kit for. They definitely would be fun to make on your own, you know, do these, make a journal with them, I think would be fun. The houndstooth. I love a houndstooth. It's one of my favorites. And common patterns like a houndstooth or a harlequin or a checkerboard that have not been altered in a special way are actually not copyright as far as I know. From what I looked up, like common patterns, you can't copyright. Oh, this is the tail. This is the tail that is my son's favorite tail, and I just ripped it. So I guess my son likes some grunge. So, I don't know, do you guys have a favorite bird in this, on this project? Have you guys been liking this hashtag Makers Creative Collab? It's been an interesting thing for me to do every month. It takes some time, but it's fun to be part of something like that. And there's so many interesting creates and make, you know, projects people have made. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out PM Artist Studio, you need to. Right now Mariah's on vacation, so Their live stream is not live right now, but it is set up as a premiere. And if Patricia is able to be there, she will be there in the chat doing her best. But I really enjoy their lives. And they're on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sundays at 11 a.m. Standard Times. This tail, I follow the bloopy loops. So I didn't use the body for, I used the belly jelly plate print for this one because I just thought the bloopy loops would make a cute tail. And the bloopy loops are a stencil from pmartiststudio.com. Yes, I know I talk about them a lot. I love them. Love you, Patricia. Love you, Mariah. And I was glad to be part of the collaboration. So I don't know how much fun this is to actually just watch each bird be made. If you need to speed it up double time, it'll then be 8 times speed, just so you know. Okay, so I cut off his head, and then I had like genius strut. And I used the head that apart, I just cut off the head as a tail. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. I love when I'm creating something and it's something that I love and think is cool. And I'm like, what a great idea. Although, you know, I hope I don't sound too, what's the word? I hope I still have some hubris when I'm saying things like that. Hubris, a word I learned watching Johnny Depp trials. I had to go look it up. Don't make fun of me. Oh, now I'm talking about, oh, yeah, I didn't want to make my birds all the same size or the same shape. Got some tall, some short, some fat. I didn't have any skinny one. I should have put a skinny one. But, you know, I think it's more interesting to have all the different sizes and shapes. And whatever I just said in the original video was way better than what I'm saying now. Embrace your shape. It would be a boring world if everybody was all the same shape. So, you know, whether you're tall, short, thin, wonky, fat, chubby, you know, somewhere in the middle, embrace it. You are who you are. You're uniquely you. And you are not your fat cells or your lack of fat cells or your height or your lack of height. You are uniquely you as a person. Those are just cells put together. Oh, that tail, I followed some flourishes that were on the gel. So like the flower I used for the belly, the flower part. And then there were some flourishes. Gave me some interest in a different type of tail to use. I don't know. One day I was walking past this, as it was sitting in my living room before it was put on the wall. Even, because you need 2 nails, because it's got a thing, it has a piece of wood that goes right down the middle, so you have to use 2 nails to put it up. That's what happens when you use a wide, whatever, canvas. So adding more doodling. So anyway, yeah, I was walking past it one day. I'm like, that's really cool looking. And I really love when you can make something that you really appreciate and love. Like, I make things for me. I know that I am not going with the trends. The Regency, what people call vintage, which I call Regency, is not really my thing. But it's not everybody's thing. Like I said, if everybody were the same, it'd be boring. So yeah. That bird's body was a gel plate print, but you can't tell probably from here, but it's just bubble wrap. I thought he was really cute. I think I like that pattern that came out with that one. It was bubble wrap. And adding some stamping to the belly. Oh yeah, and the glue you use does not have to be the Fabri-Tac. I just don't know where my art glitter glue right now is. I could have used tacky glue too. But I kind of figured, in case it's in the sun or something, I probably want to have a good heavy glue anyway. So, and then he's got... Sorry, I'm laughing at myself. I like how the tails end up being wonky on the birds. I'm not a straight tail kind of person. Might not be funny the second time around. I just like my wonky birds, my wonky grungy birds. And if you saw the original video from the Saturday from the hop, there are some, I showed, you know, some drawings that I had done trying to figure it out. Okay, now I'm putting the wire on. So once I get a staple to stay in there, I wrap that wire around the staple and then bring it around the other side, put it in another staple. I think I was trying to measure it with the ink thing. And I don't wrap that until I'm done so that I have some space to put them in. So I do a little bit of fiddling around, getting them in where I want them. Because I want some interest. I don't want all the tall ones at one end and all the short ones at one end. You know, I want them to be dispersed in an interesting way. And then, you know, it takes a minute. You got to figure out which one you want to be upside down. So, and then for the feet, I have a little punch with maple leaves. And then I just kind of trimmed it around. And you'll see that in just a moment after I glue them down. Huh. So, yep, just filling around, trying to figure out what goes where. Y'all, I'm dying. I turned off the fan so I could record this. It's hot. I don't have the AC on. All right, there's the little punch. And then I just cut off different parts of it. Cut off the stem and cut off some of the extra pointy bits to make little feet. And I did that with all of them. And, yeah, that's my project. I hope you liked it. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like. And I love comments.